It's the middle of June, and it's one of the hottest days of the year so far. Brighton Beach is absolutely bustling, with families, couples and friends all having gathered to enjoy the sea and the sun. But it's a strange sight to behold after over a year of lockdowns and intense social distancing rules. The general atmosphere feels as though there isn't a pandemic going on right now. But should this be the case? Or has the government's vaccination push allowed for a more relaxed approach to the pandemic? We spoke with a few people around Brighton to get their thoughts on the vaccine and what it means for the future and returning to some semblance of normal.
Why is it important for you to go and get the vaccine, do you feel?
The ability to go and do things, bring society back to normal, make sure everyone's safe, put everyone back on a good path, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the same, just to be able to go out and do things that you used to do. I think that, like being in 3 lockdowns, I think that the impact on people's mental health, I think that it's not, like the lifestyle that people are living and were living in those times, I don't think it's a viable lifestyle to live, so just a sense of normality.
Why was it important for you to get the vaccine then?
Just because it's keep everyone else safe. Yeah, like everyone, we need to get, not stuff moving again, but like, you know what I mean? Like make sure that we're all doing our bit to keep everyone safe.
Among your friends, what's the response been like? You both are quite young, so.
I always feel like whoever you hang around with, like, has the same ideals as you do, unless, like, I'm pretty sure 100% of at least 90% of my friends and family are all pro-vaccine, and the ones that aren't will probably just need convincing that it's fine.
When you went, was it a positive experience? Was it smooth booking and getting the vaccine done?
Really positive. It was actually quite an emotional experience, I think, for me. It was kind of like seeing all these people, not all of them volunteers, but a lot of volunteers, like, as well, and being like, this is the new world that we want, where everyone's caring for each other and looking out for each other and not arguing about stuff and looking about what's going on in, you know, like Parliament and stuff.
Would you encourage others your age or older to get the vaccine then, basically?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's personal opinion, because obviously people do have their own views on what they want, but I mean, I think obviously it seems like it's come around really quickly, but there's been a lot of funding behind it, and research, so I think that, yeah, I would encourage people to get it, but I do understand why people have reservations about having it.
Yeah, I'd understand why they have reservations, but it's kind of like the amount of research, money and backing behind it, I think I can't see a reason why people would.
You've had other vaccines. What's different about this one?
Well, it's in a trial period until 2023. You're talking about this, they're referring to it as a vaccine, yeah? Okay, that's not the word I would use, but we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. So, right, you want to know, there you go. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, okay? I'm pro-choice, and that things should be on trial. All these drugs have been in the system, there's a back history, okay? We've got no back history for this whatsoever about what the outcomes are going to actually be. The only other thing I would say is that yes, I've chosen not to have it. I've given you my reasons why. You can see I'm not anti-vax. I am now, actually. It's changed my whole perception of the whole system, so it's doing a lot of damage. And out of Matt Hancock's own mouth, he said the other day that you've got a 99.7% chance of being okay. Chris Whitty said it, they've all said it, they've all said you don't need a mask. People are forgetting what we were told at the beginning. But then what he said was if you have 2 vaccines, you are now 95% going to be okay. So you've just dropped from a 99.7 you're going to be okay to a 95% you're going to be okay. So that's come from the horse's mouth. You know, I like to get data that's come direct from a source, but I'm worried for children now because their parents are going to make that choice for them based on their own fear. There's a lot of fear. So, you know, the trouble is we get told we're bad people, blah, 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 but we're actually coming from a really good place. It's coming from the heart, it's coming from concern, not from fear. I don't fear it, I'm not going to have it, so I've got nothing to fear. I fear for other people. But when we get judged, that's coming from a different kind of fear, it's not coming from the heart. So, you know, that's all I've really got to say about it.
What would be your message then? What would you want to say about the vaccine to the world, let's say?
Do your research, get it, hopefully, and like, you know, just be kind to everyone. Like let's try and like get out of this mess.